I'm Delma Tronson from the Australian Missionary News IPTV, and we are at the Australian Religious Press Association annual conference, and I have with me here today Caryn Rogers, and she's going to tell us a bit about her life. Caryn, can you tell me about your growing up years?
Sure. I live in Adelaide now. I was born in Adelaide. I've lived here almost my whole life with my family. I have a mum and dad, and I have a brother and sister that are both older. I'm the youngest member of that family, so I went to school here, both primary and high school, and still here. So
Good. And can you tell us something about your university experience?
Sure. I started uni, I guess, about 10 years ago. Did a course at Bible College at Table College in Adelaide, and did a year in the Sun course. And during that time, started to discover a little bit more about the Bible. Even though I'd been brought up in a church home, I didn't really know, I guess, that much about what I really believed or some of the deeper details. So I found that a very interesting time. I went on from there to do a Bachelor of Arts degree at Uni SA at McGill, and in that picked up lots of different professional writing streams, so writing for the workplace, writing for review, but a few fun subjects in there: media production, getting to play with cameras, and puppetry as well was probably my most strange subject to do during my arts degree. So I then worked for a little while and thought, just couldn't quite get away from the fact that I wanted to continue on and do some more ministry studies. So I went back and started doing that at a postgraduate level, and just wasn't really hitting the mark for me. So I transferred to a Bachelor of Theology, again at Table College, and I completed that. I studied Greek and Hebrew and really loved the biblical languages and the biblical side of things. So when it came to wanting to do an honours program through the Adelaide College of Divinity, I pursued those. I study Old Testament prophets and Hebrew Bible, and am writing my thesis in that at the moment. So,
excellent. You obviously have a calling to do a Bachelor of Theology. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Sure. I mean, calling's a funny word. It's something that it's not like I felt this great voice tell me to do this thing, or not every door closed. It was just an ongoing fascination. I would often sit in theology lectures and think, why can't I just do something useful like a nurse or something? But I hate blood and I can't clean up after people because it makes me sick. So that's obviously a terrible choice. But theology just made sense to me. So I just kept pursuing that, and here I am now in an honours program and looking to apply to do a PhD. So that's the calling. It continues to unfold every day.
Excellent. Okay, so where are you employed?
I work for the Uniting Church of South Australia. I'm the editor for the newspaper there, which is called New Times, and I do general communications and media work with them as well. So keeps me fairly busy and meet a lot of interesting people, but it's good.
Excellent. Good. Okay, can you give us a philosophy and mission?
My philosophy and mission. Well, at the moment, it's just to do a good job with whatever I'm doing. So, like I said, I'll be pursuing some PhD studies at the end of the year. I would love to work and teach academically in Old Testament prophets and Hebrew. So that's really it. My philosophy is, I guess, looking a lot more Hebrew and Jewish than it probably did when I was growing up. Just I believe that the Sabbath is important. I love the order of creation that we see in the Bible. I just really love to value, I guess, our place in the big story rather than being the big story ourselves. So part of my philosophy is in that. Part of my philosophy is in always trying to learn more, and my current journey with that is definitely trying to understand the Indigenous people in Australia a lot more. So, yeah.
Excellent. Well, I hope that you can do a great job and find fulfilment in what you're doing.
Thank you very much.
This is Delma Tronson signing off for the Australian Missionary News.